Welcome to this year's edition of Noisy Words. It's wonderful to see such a big, shiny audience out there. My name is Jennifer Williams, and I'm the literary officer at the Traverse Theatre.
And I'm Gareth Williams.
Gareth has been our, we're not related, it's just a coincidence. Gareth, well, I'll just say really quickly how this happened. We did Noisy Words for the first time as part of the Autumn Festival last year, and it went really well. And it was a collaboration with John Harris and the Red Note Ensemble. John Harris runs a regular event in the bar here at the Traverse called Noisy Nights, which is a kind of scratch night for composers, which members of the Red Note Ensemble play pieces that are submitted. And I run Words, 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 which is the equivalent for writing, so it's a sort of script scratch night. So we decided to stick them together for a one-year special event called Noisy Words. Anyway, a few months ago, John said, let's do it again. It was really great. And I was like, okay. So we're here, and he unfortunately couldn't be involved this time on the actual 2 days of the workshop, so Gareth has stood in. Do you want to tell them what we've been doing the past 2 days?
It's been a bit of a blur. There was definitely no musical words yesterday morning, and there definitely is lots of musical words now. Somewhere in between. It almost gives the impression of serendipity has played a part, but it hasn't. It's just been talent and hard work. Actually, an artist from two disciplines coming together is just a really exciting thing. So we have 5 great pieces to show you.
And just to say, in the end, we had considered lots of options, and the pairing of the writers and composers who didn't know each other before we started yesterday morning was done by pulling names out of a hat. And nothing existed before yesterday morning at all. No material, no pre-work whatsoever. So everything you're about to see started at 10 o'clock yesterday. Wow. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for coming. I'm Sylvia Dow, and I wrote this little play. It's called Perpetual Mobile A, and it plays with the idea of perpetual motion, and also it's a punning title, as you'll see. I just want to say thank you to the Traverse for allowing me this experience, which has been remarkable, and I'm very lucky that the person who came out of the hat was Amble.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. My name's Amble Spees, and I wrote the music for this lovely bit of writing. It's been really good fun working with Sylvia. It's been really interesting. I've never worked with a playwright before, so it's been a really interesting experience, and I hope you'll enjoy what came out of it.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, silver, yeah, with wee rosebuds, yeah, so retro, yeah, no, drunk, right, drunk as hell. Talk about your redneck. Well, I don't know, not for sure, but he looked a lot, yeah, significant looks, I'd call them significant. We did. Yeah, we did. But it didn't mean, anything. Pink. I know. Not my thing at all. Tracy looked like a birthday cake. A Tesco's birthday cake. A Pound Stretcher's birthday cake.
It was a useful meeting, yeah, useful. Certainly, useful. Well, I wouldn't use that word exactly, just useful, nothing more.
Nothing more than £10. No, the whole shop's
Like? What I'd like is some service here. I pay my frigging taxis, I need some frigging service. Have you even heard of the word? Now let me spell it out for you.
Let me spell it out.
Spell it out.
Your office has been fucking me about for almost 2 years. Now, I need this settled. Now, I need...
Hello? Are you there? No! Well, let me be frank with you here. It was a total shambles. Total shambles. You know, I know I said, I know. The fact is, look, listen to me. But the fact is, listen, please.
Listen!
Listen!
Listen. For once will you actually listen to me? I've got, nothing. Zilch. Nada. You've taken it all away. I haven't seen her since her last birthday. When are you going to let me see her? When are you going to read the reports? When are you going to do something? Do something, the right thing.
Listen.
Listen.
Listen, don't take this the wrong way. Not interested. He's not interested. My advice, let go. Let it go. It's like Brangelina. Never meant to be kind of thing. You don't want to listen.
Listen, it's not going to happen. Now with the markets the way they are, it's a dream. We've got to live in the real world. Okay, cliche city, but I'm right. And you know it. Are you still there?
There? Still there!
Still here. I'm still here. Waiting for you to sort this out. Look, I'm not just one of the great unwashed. I'm a human being. I deserve a hearing.
Are you hearing me? Are you in tomorrow night? Are you up for going in the town? Big dress up, a few BG drunkettes, to hell with the guys. But everywhere. What do you say, pal? Friends first, eh? Friends forever, eh? What do you say?
Here's what I say. Here's my thought. To hell with the markets. Let's just go for it, yeah? A person's got to have a dream, right? I'm saying let's kick the bastard's arse and go it alone. Let's go for it. Are you in?
The next stop is Glasgow Queen Street. The next stop is... The next stop... Stop!
Hi. Hello. I'm Dave Farnioli. I wrote this next piece, which is called Vertigo is not a fear of falling, which is kind of about mistakes and how we repeat the same patterns over and over again. It's been an absolute pleasure and a real challenge working with these great and really supportive artists. Thank you. My name's Tim. I'm a composer, and I met Dave yesterday, and we've worked together fairly intensely, obviously, for the last 24 hours or so. I think what's really cool about this project for me is that often as a composer, you're working with a playwright and you have to do a lot of compromising. Here we've got a kind of very intense way of working where the kind of music and the kind of words kind of are working together, which is a really kind of exciting way for me to work. So hopefully it will be an interesting experience for you too. Thank you.
Scene. From a motion picture. Night and rain against the windows. Wind behind a pane like an hiss of old records. A woman looking out with eyes, the lead colour of clouds, and blank as the insides of a fishbowl. She writes a message in the condensation on the glass and wipes it off again, fast, dries her hand on her dress. She's so thin you'd think her ribs would chime. And years from now, she'll still remember the specific moment, but have absolutely no clue why.
Is this a test?
No,
Have you tested me?
it's a game.
What do I win?
For fun.
Alright. Okay. Hitchcock.
Ah, you're way off.
No?
Nah, it's not that kind of thing at all.
It does sort of sound quite a lot like that.
It's
sort
not.
of- Well, that woman,
It is.
well, that says more about... That's suspicious if you ask me.
Well, that says more about you than her.
The dress, the glass.
Are exactly what they appear to be.
Well, the message.
Yes.
Well, do I get to read it?
She wiped it off. Too fast, just like that.
That's frustrating.
Hmm.
Wasn't the title, was it?
It was.
That makes sense. That's the opening then.
It's full of potential, don't you think?
It's full of something.
Thought you liked old movies.
I do. Well, I mean, everybody
But-
does. Everybody says they do.
Right.
Well, you're probably the first person I've met who's actually got them all committed to memory, though.
You can't help what you remember.
No, it's good. It's
Just grew up in a house with the TV on and lots of rainy days.
Are you sure this is a movie I've actually seen?
I can't promise.
And this is just a game.
What else would it be?
Knowing you.
You can take me at face value.
Okay. Right.
Just something to pass the time, you know? Tick. Talk. Trust me.
I'm not very good with that. And it's definitely not Hitchcock.
Still not.
You promise?
Cross my heart and hope.
Right. I can do this.
You can give up if you want.
No, I don't want.
But you can. It doesn't mean it's defeated you.
No, of course not. But I'll get it. One more clue.
Just one.
I'll make it a good one, really, but show me. Tell me.
You know this is how obsessions start.
Who started it? Well, I'm just playing, right?
Okay. Scene from a motion picture. A woman. Night and the rain. She's waiting and that's all there is. The room almost bare, apart from her. Cheap roadside motel type that everybody stayed in, but everyone instantly forgets. Except she isn't forgetting. Even though she's all alone and the room's empty, like all the streets and hours of highway and every lonely passing place you pass driving here too fast, just to end up too early. Rain and her looking out the window. Elbows on the sill and chin in her hands like a kid who can't go out to play. The view is all parked cars, engines ticking, cooling in the cold. Streetlights smudging the shadows. You can't see details.
So she's waiting.
Yes.
So who's she waiting for?
Well, that's the question.
Well, that's the question I'm asking. Who?
See, now you're getting into the spirit.
I'm getting paranoid, that's what I'm.
It's a mystery.
I said it's a mystery.
Not that kind.
So it's a lover then?
That's what you'd expect, right?
Some people might. Or if she's being pursued.
Pursued could mean a lot of things.
Old flame maybe.
Can't let each other go even though they know it's all wrong.
Well, everybody's been there.
Maybe it's a lawyer with the divorce papers. Or maybe she's just waiting for the rain to stop.
In November though.
I never said it was.
It'll be a long wait, that's all.
Oh, she's got a while. See the way she's leaning? Bare feet and crossed at the ankles. Tap, tap, tapping her toes.
So he's late.
He?
Well, whoever she's meant to meet us.
Maybe he just can't find the door. Or maybe the gangsters got or the wolves on the way to Grandma's house.
The
mean, you can't know, not from the beginning, what kind of story it is.
You're making this up as you go along, aren't you?
I can't promise I'm not.
See, when you say this is just a game,
It is.
what I really meant was,
Yeah, just don't
as opposed to
know
some
the rules yet.
ink-blot, mildly psychotic compatibility test.
Look. Oh, come on. I'll do another clue.
I don't actually want to.
Scene from a motion picture.
Right.
Night. Rain.
Look, you've...
Glass. Tight dress. Visible ribs. Look on her face. It's looking like a kid.
Please.
Bruises on her lips. Sharp, jagged shadows of the window. Blinds and raindrops printed on the crisp hotel bed.
Just stop, could you? I'm too old for this.
What?
Tests and going round in circles.
I don't know how else to talk.
Well, try actually saying something and speak your mind.
This is what the inside of my mind sounds like.
It's not. I've met you. We've talked.
We talked about our favourite movies, favourite songs.
We talked about how you had a head full of trivia.
We stood there and I kissed you for the first time.
I did. I do.
When was the last time?
I don't want to hear about all that stuff that's vaguely familiar to everybody, but no one can actually put a name to it.
That night.
Everyone's got in
Rain
common,
on the
but everyone
window.
remembers wrong. But tell me something real.
Real. Right.
But tell me something that's yours, exclusively and actually yours. No copyright issues.
In our house, when we were little kids, we call these wash days. Grey out, muggy, nearly not quite lighting sort of days. Windows full of steam, clean smell of linen airing in the kitchen. TV blaring in the lounge, ducking through the drapes, playing guessing games. Elbows on the sill and chin in hands. The sort of day we absolutely wasted start to finish. Waited all the way through for something to happen, but you still remember inexplicably 20 years later. In our house, when we were kids, we call these wash days.
You had a weird childhood, didn't you?
Not especially. Things have only got weirder since.
I'm the writer of the next piece, which is called Snap. It's been a really interesting couple of days, so thanks very much to the Traverse for the opportunity and for also giving me a chance to work with the very patient and talented Dan.
Thanks to Mandy. My name's Dan. I wrote the music for this one, and I want to say thanks a lot to especially musicians, just because sort of wrote the roughest of dots and scribbles on the paper, and they made it sound decent. So it's quite amazing.
I hope you enjoy it.
Better and fitter and who makes hotter curry and you do that! You do that! Go on! Oh, Jacob, don't leave. Please don't go. I was only kidding. I didn't mean it. Look, it'll be better this time. I won't wear that skirt again, I promise. Come on. I was only messing with you. I was trying to make you jealous. It was just a bit of fun, you know. The devil made me do it. You and that Carol were all over each other at the office party, and did I say anything? No! Nothing! Oh, come on, babe. Say wish you were dead. I'd give anything, anything, to see the ground open up and swallow you right now. God, I hate this shithole.
Anything?
Who the fucking hell are you?
You'd give anything to see that pockmarked little ferret of a man swallowed by a geological eruption? Or did you get me here on a false errand? And by the way, just for the record, it wasn't me who was responsible for your little menage de deux in the cupboard with the photocopier, man. So I'd appreciate it if you would drop the accusation.
What?
But regarding the whole ground opening up thing, I can totally sort that out. Like that. Shazam. No, I'm kidding. No, but I could. If I wanted, just so you know. But I would be looking for something in exchange. Something worth having.
Never mind that. Who the heck? Now just wait.
Ta-da. See, much better. You know what they say? Speak of the... You know who I am. They all know who I am. I spin just out the corner of your eye. I whisk and move when you're least able to see me. I am the shadow just out of sight. I am the shape you cannot grasp. I am behind you, around you, and inside you. And there is nothing you can do to change that. Mostly. I know exactly what you are. Right now you are caught. You are meshed and submerged in what might have been, deep in regret. And you wish you were solely responsible and utterly repulsive and unbelievably the last thing on your mind that you wanted to say. Tra-la-la. You wish you were left on the side of something that doesn't break or mould. You. Doesn't chip or hold. You. You wish you didn't require feeding or helping or seeding or watering. No infernal muttering. No need of anything to support you. You wish you were ruthless and mindless when actually you're full of shit. You are the thing that we value the least. Whatever you do, how careful you are, I will suspend all hope and tend the mainsail. I will unknot anything you tie tight, unleash what you keep the most secret, undo the wanting and keeping you neat. Give me an inch and watch me flourish. I am the runt of the litter. They don't tell you this, but I am the thing you most need if you are destined to live out a life worth anything. I am fucked and forward, and sad to be leaving but happy to go. I am what waits on the other side of what you least expect. you'll have fun, but I'm leaving. And I'm taking you with me. And what is more, you will be happy to go.
Hi, my name is Martin McCarthy. I'm the writer of the next piece, which is called Behind the Rainbows. It's been a very enjoyable experience working with Joel and everybody else. It's been a real hive of activity, looking at everybody else's things developing. This story is basically about a man who returns to live in the flats that he lived in as a child, and he paints his children's bedroom, and it opens up what his childhood was like, and he's trying to paint the entire flats to stop remembering. So when you see the beginning of this bit, he's been painting rainbows. And what's great about the whole process is an idea that I didn't have yesterday at 10 o'clock is now really in my mind. I can't stop thinking about it, and that's just me. Anyway.
Thanks, Martin. It's been great working with him and his colourful language. And it's been very inspiring with the music I've been able to produce in these less than 24 hours. It's been great working with the musicians. Thanks to Traverse and thanks to Red Note for this opportunity to have so many people on hand to pick their brains for advice and support.
Hope you enjoy it. Thanks.
Running away from the man, hiding from him in my head as well as my body, running through the doors, forgetting to close them, and they never have, never closed. As open as a sore, a wound, as open as heart surgery, as a knife been taken to your chest to repair what life has done to you. I could hear his breath, the man. Could smell the stale beer, the mints as he swallowed to hide it, and I trembled. And I've never stopped.
Oh, you're sleeping. Oh, Jesus.
What?
Stop it!
I'm only painting rainbows.
You're stealing them. Stealing them from your own children.
What kind of man is he?
You need to stop.
He lived in this building, in these flats. I breathed the same air as him.
Stop thinking of things you can't change.
He was put in here and nobody told us.
Peter, this is an excuse. You paint rainbows and wallow in your nightmares to excuse what you're doing now.
He stole my clothes from the washing line. Shouldn't that have been a clue? They knew who he was.
No, I can't take this anymore. If she wakens the kids, I'll kill her. Hey! Shut up! You meant no case! There are kids sleeping! Do you want me to lose it? Do you?
When we were running towards the flats, I saw a lilac dress fall from a balcony on the 14th floor. It floated through the skies, an invisible body dancing to the music that no one else could hear. The rest of her things soon followed. I watched her life float towards the skip below, knowing that she had died. My skin is like that. The dress. Nothing inside. The most important part, long gone. I close my eyes and I hope he won't find me. Won't ever touch me again.
Paint over those rainbows, Peter. They're no real.
How could he steal my clothes and nobody suspects a thing?
You need to start looking after your own children.
He could have crept in here at night when we were asleep.
Paintings of pirates and treasure, of rainbows and robins are just you pretending. Painting how you'd like it to be over the realities. Underneath those rainbows, there are grey, damp walls. They're still there. They haven't gone away. What happened to you happened. Nothing will ever change that.
I wish he'd slip in here one night. Thinking he was safe. Creep along the living room like a shadow. He'd sense something. He'd look behind him and see my eyes. Staring out from the wall, all of me, everything I am, buried in painted rainbows and damp walls because of him. And I'd reach out my hand and I'd take him. I'd grab him by his throat through the bright colours and playing children. I'd keep him there hidden in a wall where he can't breathe or see, where he can't touch or feel, where he can't harm anyone else, and I'd keep him there. I'd paint him until he became almost bearable. Paint him until I bury his real self in the grey, damp walls. Let him suffocate. Let him die.
Start breathing, Peter. Breathing! And let us escape what we're in. Please.
Hello everyone. That's not part of it. My name is Colin Bell and I'm the writer for this next piece, which is called Oxytocin. And we started basically with the idea of this chemical, this molecule, which is the chemical believed to encourage empathy between mammals, between people. So that was basically our starting point. It's been a completely different way of working for me, and it's been an absolute privilege to work with Harry. And I'd just like to say thanks to the Traverse and also Jennifer for keeping us in time frame and being strict. But I hope you enjoy it.
I'm Harry and I write the music. I've had a great weekend working with Colin, and I just want to say a big thank you to Gareth, who's got the slightly stressful job of keeping everything together and making it run smoothly, and Jenna as well. Great.
Spoiler, isn't it?
T, that essence of an individual that distinguishes it from other individuals. Proponents of some top-down theory of human nature, where human emotions are regarded as a result of a metaphysically distinct spiritual physical quality, are the limbic system, composed of the hippocampus, amygdala, and hypothalamus.
And stop.
I'm sorry, can we try it again?
We're not trying, not striving, we're accepting.
Okay. I am a mountain. I sit here, a mountain.
You are rock. Igneous rock. Fired in Mother Earth's kiln.
Fuck. Thoughts shouldn't have come through as PowerPoint slides, should they?
Not should.
But that's not right, sure it's not.
We're not in the realm of right and wrong. We avoid judgment.
Right, one more time.
Let's get comfortable.
Would you say I was part of a range or a standalone mountain?
You are a mountain. You sit as a mountain. Hands on knees. Attention on breathing. Your mind drifts, then bring it back to the breath. In, out. In, out. Whatever come, come, without judgment. You sit on the bank of a river, a fast-flowing river. This river is your thought stream. Accept this, accept them. Label them thoughts and let them go. Fast-flowing river with currents, eddies, accept whatever splashes from that river.
Ah! You said eddies! As soon as you said that, one eddy after another, PowerPoint slides of eddies. People called Eddie. Swish past. Blind, horizontal box in, box out, cut through the black, dissolve, PowerPoint slides.
Back to source. Let's, without judgment, review our goal.
My airport is permanently disabled.
You're speaking of powerlessness, feeling trapped.
No, I am unable to detect other networks, feeling no connection.
Connection with what?
No other human being. I used to cry. I did. Once. I have pictures.
The eyelids droop as the corners of the brows rise, and in extreme sadness draw together. Sadness, click. The nose wrinkles, and the upper lip rises while the lower lip protrudes. Disgust. Click. The eyes widen and the upper lids rise, as in surprise. The brows draw together, the lips stretch horizontally. Fear.
Hugs per day, at least.
8 random people?
No, silly. People I live with, people I work with. More wife?
No.
You've a nice smile.
Here. The one before you liked the third smile the best. She liked the third one the best, then the first. Now scroll along. But don't scroll too far along.
Definitely the second.
These are nice.
Don't scroll too far along.
Really nice. You're photogenic.
What's that one? Those ones I keep to test myself. I tried films at first, really sad films, major human pain played out and screened for me. When my dogs die in films of people just crying, then I took it up a notch. Harvest those, the worst I could find. Trawled the internet for the worst, really fucking brutal stuff. Actual torture. Here. Keep scrolling. Oh yeah. Tried the other way too. Clips of kids with cancer eating their brains, with their families, at Christmas. Nothing. I used to cry. There's pictures on there, but for years back. What do you think?
She drinks her wine, and not in her throat. Difficult to swallow. Watch him. Closer. Psychogenetic pain. Oxytocin stimulation. Transmission via C fibers to substantia gelatinosa. Pain. Stimulation. Pain. Transmission. Stimulation. Transmission. Pain. 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 Stimulation. Transmission. Taxity. That essence of an individual that distinguishes it from other individuals.
So I just wanted to finish up by saying a big thank you to everyone. If you want to join me on the stage as I say your name. To our talented writers, Sylvia Dow, Dave Farnioli, Colin Bell, Mandy Lee, Martin McCarty. Our 5 exceptional composers, Tim Coker, Amble Stewart, Harry Blake, Jolan Dixon, Daniel Abraham. Our outstanding team of actors, Colin Goldsmith, Ryan Fletcher, and Shabana Becky. Our amazing musicians, Robert Burning on cello, Nicholas Bailey on bass, and Tom Hunter on vibraphone. Gareth Williams, our musical director. Jenna Watt, our actor director. To Andy, who's been helping us technically,